2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Knicks ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York home court advantage. Coming into the building earlier tonight. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Isaac. Dosunmu is out there with Skinny. Then there's Lights Out. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for New York, we've got Jalen Brunson. Walker out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done. And I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
And it's the Knicks to start out. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Towns. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Here's Isaac. Rejected by Walker. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. New York on D, and it's in there. Brunson with it. The pass to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Pass to Towns. And Walker kicks to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. That one good for 2.
Yeah, this is what makes Jalen Brunson special. You've got to knock down contested shots. Mr. Brunson up to the task.
Lee against Anunoby. Shots good by Lee.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him.
Well, one of the last guys you want to send to the free throw line, Jalen Brunson has proven he can knock these in.
Hey, Doris, you grew up in New York. The pressure of playing in the big city, is that a real thing?
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. If you're playing in the media capital of the world, everything is magnified. And I think that holds true for the other respective large cities. Los Angeles and Chicago come to mind. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line. And boy, has his stroke been on the money.
There's the 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Walker. And finished off by Walker.
What a setup by Karl Anthony Towns. Knew his team had to capitalize on that opening.
Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lee against Anunoby. Unloads. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Walker the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Here's Andrews. Brunson covering. Bucket is good.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Tipped away. On the wing, Lee. Wide open look. He gets that one.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Jalen Brunson.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Walker down, trying to get open. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Anunoby.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Here's Andrews. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
Now here's Brunson. After the miss from Vucevic. Hangs down low. It's all in by the Bulls. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, two conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So what you look for in the first game, one, does one team make a statement? Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Brunson. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Anunoby has the open look. Sinks the triple.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Lee kicks to Vucevic. Pass to Andrews. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. No good from Lee. New York leading by 3. Down low. Here's Anunoby. Lee with the block. Another block.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered. Boy, 9 times out of 10 that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Walker. Misses it from 7 feet out.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Tries to save it. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Jonathan Isaac. He's getting around 8 points a game, 7 rebounds, and just over 2 steals. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
New York calls timeout. By this time of the season, I think it's fair game to say we know the identity of these teams. How much are you worried about record at this point if you're a player?
And Kevin, I wouldn't worry about record as much as I do camaraderie and execution. I also look at the schedule up to this point. How has the team fared against tough competition?
Chicago making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Passes it to Walker. Now Bridges, the 3, bangs home the trifecta.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
And Lee with the stuff.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Runs in the pass to Anunoby. Now here's Brunson. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Back to Isaac. Vucevic against Walker. From 10 feet out. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Let's remember, we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for New York. Now Brunson outside Towns. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, as always, Jalen Brunson making the right play. This guy loves to set up his teammates.
Isaac kicks to Levine.
19-15.
Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. you gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
On the wing, Walker. Brunson up top. He dishes it to Towns. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Well, let's take this chance now to bring up the rookies at the head of their class in steals this past month. Take a look at Skinny. Always dangerous on the court. He leads the league. And, of course, lights out. This is another guy who can defend so very well. Such quick reflexes.
The stretch that these two youngsters have had defensively has been great. I mean, they're like pests. And I mean that in a good way.
Outside Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Body control, flair for the dramatic. Levine in style.
Knicks have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Brunson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
That one falls for Brunson.
Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer. Boy, this guy can light you up.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists. And he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. It's Lee, top of the key. Back to Levine. Towns against Vucevic. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
It's just great poise from the big man. Vucevic sticks with his shot even while being defended well.
Brunson with it. 7 points in the game. Walker in the post. He's covered by Isaac. And that one is good.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Andrews passes to Lee. Shoots over Anunoby. No good from Lee.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
And Towns throws it down.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
26-21.
Here's the pass to Isaac. Levine wide open. Offline with his three.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Brunson. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Isaac passes to Levine. Back to Isaac. Stolen by Walker. Bridges kicks to Anunoby. And the three off target. Bulls trail by 5. Deflects the pass. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Robinson comes in for Walker. And it's Josh Hart in for OG Anunoby. Money's checked in for the Bulls. Lonzo Ball comes in for Lee. Levine dishes the ball. Back to Levine. Lobs it up for Levine. Stolen by Robinson. And here's Brunson. He's got 7. It's good. Brunson's got 9 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
2 minutes. Stolen by Robinson. And it's Hart penetrating. Rebound by Andrews. Bulls trail by 7. Pass to Vucevic. To end the cold streak. Excellent D that time from Robinson. New York's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Runs in the pass to Towns. And he goes big with the dunk right over Lonzo Ball.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns. A natural-born highlight reel.
Pass to Money. Levine deciding where to go with it. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 7.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 6-point game. Andrews, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. To get open is Robinson, and the shot goes in. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Coaches talk often about the competitor Jalen Brunson is. Boy, you see it on that kind of tough bucket.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Andrews. Robinson with the block. Brunson against Ball. Now here's Brunson. He's got 11. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Just stretching out the floor that burst. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Bulls trail by 8. Mitchell Robinson out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. They're the group New York will start the second with. Brunson kicks to Bridges. Brunson against Ball. Back to Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. Ball feeling it out a bit. The kick out to Williams. Hands it from downtown. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent. I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Right side Towns. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Money passes to Williams. Stolen by Robinson. Knocked loose. Ball against Towns. Excellent D there from Ball. Bulls trail by 7. Back to Lee. Over Brunson. Kept alive. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Lee against Hart. Pass to Brunson. Hits it from 3-point range. Brunson's got 14 points.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there. Right now in complete command of this ball game.
Here's Lee. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Brunson against Ball. Lee with the steal. Goes up from the top of the key. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. What would you pick right now, Doris, is one of the things that impresses you most about playing the NBA?
Boy, Kev, there's a couple of things that really stand out. Number one, the ball skills that players have and the ability to shoot the ball with range off the bounce. Those are game-changing aspects in today's NBA.
And the first one drops. The Knicks making a switch here. Walker's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Ball against Brunson. The pass to Bridges. Now Brunson. He's got 14. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Chicago calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
He is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. You've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at Lee, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into. They're having more successful three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Indoors, we know Mikal Bridges famously traded for Durant, but it's interesting. Durant was Bridges' favorite player growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who is idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy has proven to be a capable offensive player and is one of the truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. New York City remains a basketball mecca. NYC legend and former Knick Mark Jackson always talks up the basketball environment. He says, coming up in New York, it's all about the grit, the grind, the edge, the competitiveness, the swag, the confidence, the struggle, and the embracing of the bright lights. Kevin?
Well, it's all there, and it is the biggest stage for sure. David, thanks. And both free throws good for Lee. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Into the lane. Ball with the rebound. Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Robinson with the block.
Now, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
Hard against Lee. Lee with the block. Right side, Levine. Shoots over Bridges. And there's Levine on the assist from Williams. Levine's got 9 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Outside, Ball. Offensive rebound. Rejected by Walker. They retain possession. They shoot again. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. He's checked in for New York. Markelle Fultz comes in for Jalen Brunson. New York trailing. Fultz with the ball. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Lee against Fultz. The 15-footer. No good from Lee.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate and they're rarely fooled.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Hart. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Here's Money, guarded by Walker. Money, no good.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Here's Fultz. That one drops for him. Fultz has got his first points of the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Chicago calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
He's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Markelle Fultz. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic checked in for Williams. Isaac comes in for Money. Osumu, he's checked in for Levine. And it's Skinny in for Lonzo Ball.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Brunson has a two-pointer, and again it's New York.
Knicks lead, 48.
Bulls trail by 4. Here's Andrews. He's got 8. Shoots over Brunson. Andrews, no good. And here is Hart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Andrews. Brunson covering. Will it go? And that one is stuffed right through.
That's the finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. trailing by 4. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Offensive rebound. Pass to Dosunmu. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Runs in the pass to Bridges. And they get it back. Towns dishes to Walker. Over Lee. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Andrews. Good for basket number 6 for him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Here's Brunson. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Karl Anthony Towns.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Pass to Andrews. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Here's Vucevic. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And the 3 ball is good.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
On the wing, Walker. Shot to stop the run. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And it's 8 points for Walker.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
The Bulls have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Lee.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. Knicks trail by 5. Runs in the pass to Walker. Bridges up top. The tray. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Here's Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Brunson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one, and it's shown in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one falls for Brunson. And both free throws good for Brunson. Chicago's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Andrews, guarded by Walker.
Walker. Second personal foul. 15th team foul.
The Bulls have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. Here's Brunson. He's got 20. On the wing, Walker. It falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. 10 points for Walker. Chicago's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. The inside, working on Walker. And Lee with the stuff.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Isaac passes to Lee. Back to Isaac. Lee against Bridges. Now here's Lee. A 29-point game for him in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
51 seconds left now here in the second. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
What we know about Jalen Brunson is this guy is not afraid to take it to the cup. He's ready to challenge defenders.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5.
And it's a super first half for him at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brunson. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Andrews. Brunson covering. And that one's good. Andrews. Skinny's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Passes it to Hart. Back to Brunson. Releases from the wing. Brunson's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Launches it. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Tibbs. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know you have your work cut out for you at the defensive end.
Yeah, they're tough to guard. They put a lot of pressure on you. You can't make body position mistakes. We got to make sure we try to make them work for the points.
We'll see if you can be more effective in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Some struggles for Chicago in the first quarter. They gave themselves a lot of work to do by letting the deficit get to as many as 9 points in the period. In the second quarter, it was a whole new ballgame. Instead of getting pushed around, they were the team dictating the style and the pace and are now 6 points in front. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls are playing?
They put a big effort in the rebounding, working to corral every minute. That's the hustle you love to see. If they can maintain this approach, it'll give them the edge in other areas of the game.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
They need to play with better energy on defense. These guys are going deep up there. Anyway, they've allowed over 50% shooting. Gave up way too many open looks. I'm sure they hear that in the locker room. Maybe they'll come out angry.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Lee out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Vucevic, and it's Andrews in at the point guard. Lee against Walker. Chicago grabs the miss. Isaac's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. He with the block. Isaac against Walker. Isaac outside. Here's Andrews. Brunson covering. They get it back. Vucevic. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Brunson the pass to Towns. And Walker kicks to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Floats it up for Walker. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Andrews. And the Bulls, another 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Now the pass to Isaac. Here's Dosunmu. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Andrews. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lee with the steal. Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Boy, at his size, Jonathan Isaac learned so well. The long strides in transition. Wow.
New York calls timeout. And the NBA doors and in conference finals awards not long ago. I think both you and I felt it was a nice addition.
Oh, my goodness. Given what's at stake, it makes perfect sense. And they picked the perfect players to name the awards after. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson embody what those awards are about. It was perfection.
Go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. 4th, the Bulls.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Lee against Anunoby. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And taking a look at some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right. He can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Here's Andrews, and the Bulls take on 2 more.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Well, the great thing in the NBA is the unknown. On any given night, you don't know who'll come out on top. And even coaches like Steve Kerr know it. He said, it's really hard to win an NBA game. The difference between losing and winning is Kevin?
Oh, a game of inches, right, David? Just as you're showing us. A game of inches. Thanks.
That's fine.
Oh, boy, the reach, the length, the hops, the athleticism, Jonathan Isaac. Nicely done.
Now, Brunson. 24 points for him. Got a piece of it. Shoots over Isaac, and it's sent back by Isaac.
Well, that's 6'11", sending it back. Jonathan Isaac. Woo-hoo!
Here's Andrews, guarded by Walker. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Skinny. 2nd in scoring. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, 2nd best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. And there's Brunson. That's good. On the assist by Bridges.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
Chicago calls timeout.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for timeout. Levine's checked in for the Bulls. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Bulls, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the New York Knicks, they're in the fourth position.
And I think for the Knicks, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and boy, are they taking advantage.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
That free throw from Lee is good. Knicks trail by 19. Brunson with it. 26 points for him. Pass to Walker. Puts it up from 12. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
86-69.
Here's Andrews. Brunson covering. Isaac kicks to Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. He takes it in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And a wide open look for Lee. Another three for Chicago.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
And here's Brunson. Walker trying to free himself up, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. The Bulls leading by 21. Here's Andrews. 26 points for him. Now here's Dosunmu. Andrews, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And he can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
That's a 2 from Lee. It's rebounded by New York. Now Brunson. He's got 27. Dish now to Walker. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges left side. Clock at 6. That's tipped. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Anunoby against Levine, the 11-footer, and again it's New York.
This is where OG Anunoby is going to grow. That offensive game will expand to the mid-range.
Here's Andrews. There's the drive.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but possible, like you said. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That's his first foul. A different look for New York. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Walker. And Hart subbed in for Bridges.
Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart.
With it, and get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Brunson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
What a beautiful move from Jalen Brunson. Frees himself for an opportunity to put the ball in the basket.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Robinson, that's good.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority. He does there.
78.
And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul.
Mitchell Robinson.
That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Knicks, Walker's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges comes in for OG Anunoby. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Then for the Bulls, Williams, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Money comes in for Lee. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Dosunmu. Here's Andrews, defended by Bridges. Passes to Money. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Walker with the rebound. And Walker's got the ball here for New York. Nice D from Levine. Chicago leading by 21. Out to the wing. The pass to Money. Here's Andrews, and he dunks it down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
For New York, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. And here's Fultz.
Two minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's Hart on the wing. Puts up a 3. They get it back.
That hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Well, Chicago's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Ball against Fultz. And the layup's good off the glass.
And I love how Ball accepts the contact on his way up, not allowing it to alter his shot.
Ball against Fultz. Pass to Hart. On the wing, Walker. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Hart. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball with it. He's picked up by Walker. And Black Hole's going to pick up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
13 foul.
.58 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Pass to Money. Back to Ball. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Hart. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Fultz, no good. The Bulls leading by 23. Levine kicks to Ball. Here's Andrews. Defended by Bridges. Kick out to Levine. It's good from long range. Levine's got 12 in the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Passes it to Money. Here's Andrews. Another 3 for Chicago.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. You've got Mikal Bridges. Robinson is out there with Walker. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Fultz in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Shot from 12. Keeps it alive. Walker on the foul.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Outside Williams. The Knicks pull it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Walker. Good on the bucket. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
84.
Ball, the pass to Williams. Here's Ball. And the pass to Money. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And love how Ball uses the pick and roll to his advantage. Excellent at creating passes around defenders.
Into the lane. Fultz, no good.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Lets it go from 11. That one wide left.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Skinny's got 38 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Walker. That one goes. Count it. Walker's got 12 points here in the second half. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Puts up a deep three. He can't hit that time.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Inside, here's Walker, and Walker throws it down.
Well, Markelle Fultz trying to be a better floor general, on time and on target. Do that consistently.
To the paint, here's Money. Rejected by Walker. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Fultz against Ball. And Walker gets it to go on the assist from Fultz. 26 points for Walker.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Here's Andrews. Shoots over Bridges. And that one's good. Andrews. Skinny's got 40 points.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
The 9-foot shot. Here's Fultz. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. So for the Knicks, Towns is checked in for Walker. OG Anunoby comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Markelle Fultz. Chicago also making some changes. Isaac's checked in for Williams. Lee comes in for Williams. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Skinny. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Shot, high post. That's good on the jump shot. Brunson's got 31 points.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
No good from Lee. For New York, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistleblower. Well, we know the scoring in the league, Doris, has been on the uptick this era. Do you see that trend continuing?
It's hard to imagine, Kevin, that it won't, unless the league makes an adjustment to bring a little bit more defense back into play. That is something you've heard Steve Kerr talk about. Have we tilted the scales too much to favor the offense? We'll see what happens.
First one falls for him. And the Bulls with some changes. Vucevic, he's checked in for Money. Dosunmu comes in for LaVine, and it's Skinny in for Ball. And both free throws good for Brunson. The Bulls leading by 22. Pass to Vucevic. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, such a polished scorer. Vucevic doesn't mind absorbing hits. He will power through it.
Knocked away. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Andrews. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
We've seen a few play-in tournaments already, Doris. I like it. How do you like it?
I absolutely love, Kevin, that it has emphasized success in the regular season. A huge difference between a 6 seed and a 7 seed. So you give teams something to play for so much further into the year. Obviously, you give more teams more hope. It has been perfect.
New York has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Pass to Hart. Now, here's Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Right at the free throw line. Fires the 3. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Off target from three-point range.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Lee passes to Vucevic. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Towns wide open. They grab their own miss.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here's Lee. Passes to Andrews. Shoots. Isaac. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Lee with the steal. To the middle. Here's Andrews. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Now Brunson. Down low. Hart. And it's sent back by Isaac. They get it back. Brunson finds Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable. A testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Greg, a lot more awareness in the league about the importance of mental health. Why is that so necessary?
I mean, Kevin, the level of stress now has really grown. These players are under this huge microscope that now often extends to their families. And this is such a highly competitive environment. It is far more than just a game.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Driving in. Shot from free throw range. It's all in by the Bulls.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. Outside, Towns. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Hart, no good.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Andrews. Yep, that one goes in there. Skinny's got 49 points in the game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
They retain possession. Robinson finds Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. And here's Brunson outside. Drops in the tray. Brunson's got 36.
A good look there. And he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
There's the pass to Lee. There's the three. It's rebounded by Towns.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shoots over Isaac. Towns with the bucket.
Yeah, that mid-range arsenal is real for Karl Anthony Towns. This guy legit grade-level scorer at 7 foot.
104.
Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Andrews. Brunson covering. And another one. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
New York has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there, and he lays it straight in.
They see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
And Lee with the stuff.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Pass to Towns. Shoots over Isaac, and he overshot that one, missing.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
13 feet away. Brunson, no good. Chicago has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Over in the corner, Lee. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Lee's got 41.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lights Out.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
And look at how quick he was to fight on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Andrews. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Brunson kicks to Towns. And a miss there on the triple.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Nick, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We were really good on defense, and then once we get stops, we're very good on offense. We got some easy ones, and we just kept grinding, We never let it back in the game, and it felt good to get this one tonight.
Great performance by you guys, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.